Hey guys, it's Ian from BMW of Westlake. Today I'm sitting in a 2022 X5 M50i. It's tanzanite blue with ivory white interior, and we're going to be going over a full vehicle overview, outside features and inside features. All the pertinent software will be covered, the buttons, controls, everything that you need to know about your car. This car is running with operating system 7, so if your car has iDrive 6, there will be upcoming videos going over that as well. But most of the new models, 2021s and forward, even some 2020s, have iDrive 7. So if you're a current BMW owner with a newer model, this video is going to be really helpful for you. I'm going to be going over, again, all the main features on the car, exterior and interior. Hope you enjoy the video. So to start off this video, we're going to first go over the key fob. So you got some basic controls on it. On the top you got your unlock button, the round dial is your lock button, trunk release, and then panic button at the very bottom. On cars with iDrive 7 with remote engine start, the lock button also focuses and features that remote engine start feature. To activate that, you click it 3 times. You go 1, 2, 3. On the third click, the side view mirrors flash and the engine turns on. This is obviously very helpful in the winter time. You can also remote start from the My BMW app. You can turn the remote start off or deactivate it the same exact way. 3 clicks on the lock button. 1, 2, 3. Again, side view mirrors flash and the engine shuts down. This vehicle also has comfort access on all 4 door handles. Again, to activate that, you just reach in to the door handle, unlock it, and then to lock it, you put your finger on the raised edge on the inside of the handle. So again, all 4 door handles have that comfort access feature. We come around to the back of the car. You have trunk release underneath the round dial. This vehicle is sporting that nice 50-year anniversary BMW M round dial design. It's really awesome. So you can put your hand underneath the round dial, or this one has the kick to open, so you can kick underneath the tailgate. Automatically opens up. You do want to kind of line your foot up underneath the center of the round dial, center of the bumper, to activate that kick to open feature. Now in the back of the vehicle, you're going to have storage here. If you move these mats and lift it up, you also have extra space underneath. So if you do get a flat, you're good to travel for about 50 to 70 miles until you want to get that tire repaired. Vehicles that do have spares, there will not obviously be that extra space underneath that compartment. This vehicle also has a split tailgate. You just push on this release button and it manually folds up and down. To close the tailgate, you can either kick underneath the bumper or you can hit the manual button up here to close it. For fueling this car, just make sure your vehicle is unlocked and you push on the gas cap and pops right open. So make sure, again, the car is unlocked. Push on the gas cap, pops right open, takes premium fuel. If we open up the back of the car, on the backs of your seats, you're going to have USB Type-C charging ports. So most newer mobile devices have these cords already that come with them in new packaging. These are BMW slider attachments. You could put BMW coat hangers or iPad holders. They screw in directly to the backs of the seats if you're interested in ordering them. On the back of that center console, on this particular vehicle, you have heated seats and the climate control for the passengers in the back. All the seats do fold forward with these notches on the top for extra storage in the vehicle. In the center, got the center armrest, cup holders, and tablet storage. And then on this particular model, you do also have those manual sunshades that just unhook, come right out of the windowsill, hook right back up. All right, so let's head inside of the vehicle. Okay, so we're first going to start with the door panel here. So you got your lock and unlock controls. This is your seat memory position. That's where you can save and set your seat memory. This button right here, if you click this button and then move the actual driver's seat forward, it operates the passenger seat. That's your trunk release. That's your side view mirror adjustment. Left, right, then that moves the mirrors. This one folds in the side view mirrors. Automatic windows. Jumping over to your headlight controls. Auto headlights, parking lights on the bottom. That shuts the headlights off. Low beams, and then that adjusts the brightness on the instrument panel. Go ahead and turn the car on. All right, so before we get into the steering wheel controls, we'll go over to some of the steering wheel stock controls. Open the doors thing again so you get a better visual. So this button on the end here, this BC button, stands for board computer. Each time you push it in, it changes the menu on the right hand side of the instrument panel. See how that's changing? You can go through horsepower and torque, G-force sensor, media, entertainment, the specific gear and drive mode that you're in, average MPG. The button underneath that, that's your high beam assist. So when you click this button, it activates your high beams. Then when a car approaches with high beams, it will automatically dim them as well. Moving on to some of the steering wheel controls, this vehicle does have an advanced cruise control package. So this one right here, this is how you can change your different cruise control modes on this car. This is your active driving assistant. When you push it, you'll see the assisted driving mode show up. And if you hit the mode button down here, that changes between the different cruise control modes that you're selected in. So this middle one, this is the active driving assistant mode. So this vehicle is able to drive itself for short periods of time while also monitoring follow distance. Once that time limit is reached, you have to put your hands back on the steering wheel to regain control. This mode button, you can switch to distance control. That's where you can increase or decrease the follow distance between the car in front of you. That's your resume and cancel button for cruise. If you hit while you're cruising and you hit the set button, it's going to default you to whatever speed limit the road is. And that's a cruise control speed limiter. Say, for example, you're cruising at 70 miles an hour and you click that. Even if you put your foot on the gas pedal, the car will not let you exceed that speed. That's a heated steering wheel button. Over here, you got your audio and media controls. So you'll be using these a lot if you have a car with iDrive 7 especially. They're very useful. This is your voice command. If you click this, activates the voice command system in the car, and then you can speak to the car like Siri on an iPhone. Accept or decline phone calls with this button. Volume control for the entertainment system. This skips or goes forward or backward stations. And then if you move this wheel, you can actually go through information in the heads-up display. I know it's hard to see in the video right now, but while I'm moving this wheel, I can scroll through my different radio stations. My speed limit info and cruise control info will also be projected up there. Windshield wipers, you just click them up one notch to activate the auto rain sensors. If you flip that fast slow switch up to fast, it makes the wipers more sensitive to rain. Down to slow makes them less sensitive. And then finally, that end piece, if you twist it up to the on position, then activates the wipers in the rear. So this button over here, if you click this green button, that is shortcut to all your safety features. So if you go to configure individual on the touch screen, this gives you a list view of all the built-in safety features on the car. So you have frontal collision warning. If you get too close to a car in front of you, it will apply braking intervention to avoid a collision. Side collision warning, again, steering intervention above 20 miles an hour to avoid a collision. Lane departure, if you get above 40 miles an hour and try to shift lanes without using your turn signal, it will vibrate the steering wheel. It will also pull you back in the lane with steering intervention activated, and you have active blind spot detection in the car as well. Underneath that, you have all of your climate controls. So this car is equipped with heated and ventilated seats. When I click this button, it gives me the touchscreen menu. So right now my seat ventilation is on, indicated in the blue color. If I want to turn that off, I just hit off on the touchscreen. Let's try that again. Hit off on the touchscreen. Then I can hit 1, 2, 3 levels of heated seats. Works for both sides. You got your front and rear windshield defrosters. That changes where the air is blowing. Auto regulates fan speed and temperature. Push up for heat, down for cool. That's your fan speed. The middle one is menu AC. That's where you can customize climate control conditions in the car. Again, changes where the air is blowing. Air recirculation right there. Max AC cools the car down as quickly as possible. Volume control. If you push in, it mutes the system. You have all of your programmable memory buttons here. You can save more than just radio stations these. Remember, you can save phone contacts, addresses, anything in the iDrive, you can save as a shortcut pretty much. Down here you got your USB port for charging. This car is equipped also with a wireless charging pad. And then you have this 12-volt adapter as well for extra charging solutions. Going down to the gear shifter display. Get a better visual here. So you got your ignition button there. That's your panoramic camera button. If you click that, you can visualize the panoramic camera view on the infotainment screen, front and rear, depending on what gear you're in. That's the auto start stop button. These are your different drive modes. That's hill descent control. Auto hold. So when this is active and the vehicle comes to a complete stop, it will hold the brake so you don't have to. That's your parking brake. And then this is the iDrive controller. You have this nice dial here and all these shortcut buttons on the dial that take you directly to the corresponding menus. As you twist the dial, it will highlight the different corresponding menus in red. When you push down on the dial, it selects a menu. Then if you want to go back a menu, you tilt to the left. That takes you back. So now we're going to get into more of the software and just go over really the key things that you should know when using a car with operating system 7. Okay, so this is your main infotainment screen. This is the home page. Remember, this is touchscreen, so you could scroll through multiple pages of information on your car. If you want to edit any of these widgets, that's what all these are called. You push and hold the center of the icon, and you can click the center icon that shows up to customize and put something in place of what is currently there. You can add pages, delete pages, hit done when you are complete. If we go into media, this is where you can access all your radio stations. So your Sirius, FM, AM, phone connections, all of it is accessible here. This is where you also can pair mobile devices in the mobile device menu. Tilt to the right, add a device, proceed from there. This car has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto capabilities, as well as regular Bluetooth. If we go into the communications menu, this is also where where your phone information will upload. Contacts will upload here, as well as recent calls. And then any messages from the BMW app will come up here as well. Navigation. So if you choose to use BMW navigation, you can use it quite a few different ways. You can click on nav, go to where to, and then use the touchscreen and type out your destination. It will search it on the right hand side with available solutions. Start guidance when you're ready. If you're not a big person of manually inputting your destination, you can simply use the voice command button. You just click it, then after the chime, speak your destination. Take me to BMW of Westlake.
I have found several destinations. Which one should I select?
Number 1.
All right. Our next destination is BMW of Westlake.
To cancel guidance, you can take the controller, tilt to the right, select cancel route, or you can simply click the voice command button, stop guidance.
I've ended the guidance.
In your nav menu, another thing to point out too, under this receive destinations menu, if you have the My BMW set up with your BMW ID and you are logged into the car and have your vehicle added on the app, you can send destinations from your app to the vehicle and they will upload into the vehicle nav through this menu right here. So they're preloaded into the car. If we go into the car menu, you have a lot of stuff that shows up here. So you have vehicle status. This is essentially what covers your required services, check control messages, engine oil level, and your tire pressure. All that vehicle info can be tracked here, as well as the My BMW app. If we go into settings, this is where you can customize virtually everything in the car. So general settings, that just goes over your date and time, language, preferences for sound, stuff like that. If you want to customize the bass, treble, all that's available here. If you go into driving mode, that's just a repeat of what's down by the gear shift control. Exterior lighting, you can customize what you want the exterior lights to do on the vehicle. Driver assistance, that's a shortcut to what we went over on the intelligent safety button. Displays, you can customize what shows up in the center of your instrument panel or on your heads-up display if you have one. Doors and access, this is where you can customize what your vehicle does and how it responds to the key. So if you want it to automatically lock or unlock when you approach it or walk away, if you want it to lock in a few minutes, lock after starting to drive. You want to review all these features to make sure that your vehicle is set up the correct way that you want it to be. Interior lighting, this is always a favorite. So you can go in interior lighting and change the color. So you have a nice variety of colors in iDrive 7. You can customize and change whenever you want and assign them to your profile. Seat comfort, so this is where you can customize and change the seat locations and the adjustments of them. If you have massage seats, you can also access that menu in here as well. Climate control, this is where you can change what you want the climate control functions to be. If you want the heated seats to turn on after a certain temperature, if you want the steering wheel to heat after a certain temperature, this can all be activated in this menu here. So set it to individual conditions, different levels that it activates to, all that stuff. Key button settings. If you go into this menu, you can change how you want your car to respond to your key. Again, when you hit the unlock button, do you want all the doors to unlock, or do you want just the driver's door only? All this stuff can be changed. If we go into the apps menu, this is where your BMW installed apps are located. So your personal assistant, BMW Assist, messages from the app, your included weather with your connected drive subscription, Park Mobile. You can integrate Amazon Alexa as a third-party personal assistant. This car has a drive recorder that records basically footage before and after a crash, or you can set it to record manually whenever you want. Automatic news, lap timer, automatic window, driver experience modes. A lot of cool stuff you can do with vehicles that are equipped with iDrive 7. So also you can get a shortcut to hook up your vehicle with Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Up above your infotainment screen, you got your rear view mirror. If you have the HomeLink garage door pairing buttons, you got 3 of those, 1, 2, and 3, located underneath your mirror. You can pair those up to your garage door remote whenever you want. On your headliner, it's kind of hard to see here, you got your interior lights, 1, 2, and 3. This is your sunroof control. If you push back, opens up the sunshade. If you push back again, opens up the actual glass. If you want to close it, just push forward. And same operation goes with the sunshade. You have your SOS button linked up to BMW Assist. So if the car's in an accident, this will automatically sound, or you can push it anytime to get in contact with a BMW Assist agent to ask them questions about your connected drive subscription or any other further help that you may need. So that goes over really the core elements of the exterior and interior features of a vehicle equipped with iDrive 7. This car has had some extra features that are included in premium package, but I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or anything particular to your car that you want to know, please feel free to reach out to our YouTube channel and drop some comments down below. Thanks, guys.